Hi all, this is Matt from jcmatt.co.uk. Here I am looking at something that I picked up earlier in the week. It's an Adonit Stylus Pen, which is for capacitive touchscreen devices. I primarily bought this for using with my iPad. The reason I picked this one up is a colleague of mine actually showed me this pen earlier in the week, and I was amazed just how good it was. And having seen many of these pens, styluses over the last several years, I've never been impressed with any of them, quite frankly, and really like this one. So I thought I would show you what this one's all about. If I can just take it out of all the packaging. So obviously you get a case that you can reuse it with anyway. So like many styluses for capacitive touchscreens, it's primarily of a metal design. What's different about this one is that it has this little precision disc, as they call it, on the end, which just floats over the screen, and it is transparent, as you can see there, and it's the centre of that disc that is effectively the centre of the stylus. It just means that it floats smoothly across the screen, and also does help to prevent the screen from being scratched by the stylus action as well, moving across the screen. Part of the reason I picked this one, there is a range of these pens from the guys over at Adonit, from fairly simple just stylus pens to this one, which is the Adonit Flip, which has, as you can see there, it has a built-in pen at the other end, which is really quite useful. So you do have a pen and a stylus in one. Reason being, put that cap on, it just screws on the end like so. So we have a fairly ordinary looking pen, albeit quite a stylish looking pen, and we can unscrew it, and then we have the stylus, and the other end just screws on when you're using it. And obviously you have the pen, ink pen at the other end, and then you can unscrew and you can actually get replacement refills for the pen itself. Screw that back on. So, but obviously the most important thing is how it works as a stylus. It will work with basically any capacitive touchscreen device. The most obvious to use it with perhaps is a tablet such as the iPad that I have here, and it will work just as in the same way as your finger will, and we can use it to tap on icons and do whatever that you would do otherwise with your finger. There are apps that it will work better with. So I have Photoshop there, Photoshop Express, Sketchbook X, and Penultimate. Now Penultimate is probably the one I will be using it with most, because Penultimate allows us to use it as a pen. So as you can see there, I can write my name. There we go. Obviously reaching around the camera it's not so easy, but you get the idea, and it does full handwriting. I can do, see, little sketches and whatever else. Obviously my drawing skills there aren't going to win me any prizes or awards, but you get the idea. You could do little graphs, obviously anything that you want to do, anything you really want to do that you could do with an ordinary pen. The reason I like it is because, as you can see there, I've done a scribbly signature, and then I can pick, draw a box around there, and I can then go and copy that, and obviously I can paste it into the document. The thing that I think that's really quite cool for is if I drop into an email. So I want to send an email to somebody. Obviously I can just write my signature underneath, but hey, I can just paste in an actual signature underneath. So it's useful from that respect as well. And we can come back out of there. But the other thing that the Penultimate does is it's actually a companion for Evernote. So I can write on here. So I've got my actual notebook here, which is my today's pages for Penultimate, and I can go ahead and I can write notes, and typically actually it's supposed to be kind of used around that way. Do writing on the screen. There are applications that you can get that will do handwriting recognition, and there are loads that in actual fact the guys over at Adonit do recommend. There are a number of different pens within the range. So there are just straightforward standard simple styluses with just the disc on the end that just work just like that. There's this one, the Flip with a pen. It's a Pro version, but also they do have a touch version which will work with the iPad, and it uses Bluetooth 4 as well as touchscreen technology to provide a pressure sensitivity, and also has buttons on it too. But as I say, I just thought I'd share this with you because this is genuinely, I've used loads of these, from the very cheap ones that you can get that have a lot of sort of a rubber pointer on them, to styluses with points. The best of them, best of the others I guess, do work. The worst of them will actually scratch the screen, whereas this one is very precise. It is, they claim to be the most precise stylus on the market. I think that's probably fair. Indeed, because I mean, I've been using this. This is the one I've just bought, but I've been using one of these for the past couple of weeks, and I think it's really very good. So I thought it was worth sharing. So as I say, this is the Adonit, this is the Flip, and as I say here, most precise tip on the market. Pick this up from Amazon. They're not all that cheap. This one's about just over 20 quid, but there are other versions available. But there we go, that's the Adonit Flip. I'll be back soon with some more videos and reviews on tracymatt.co.uk, but for now, thanks for watching.